Hey, what's up guys? It's LOJKRT here, back with another war recap video for Country Nation. So we won 56-47 and our total destruction was 94.35 and theirs was 83.5. And so let's go on to see what we did to the bases. I will give them respect of going through what they did to our bases because they did use most of their attacks. So as you can see, they didn't do too well on our Town Hall 10s, mostly 1 stars with mostly 2 stars on their Town Hall 9s with a few 3 stars sprinkled in, and they also did leave 1 Town Hall 8 2-starred, but put up a fairly good fight, so thank you to you guys for putting up a good fight for us. So as you can see, we did pretty well on their side. We got all the Town Hall 10s 2-starred, and all the Town Hall 9s and Town Hall 8s 3-starred. So great job to everyone at Country Nation. So the first base that we're going to look at is Madmar taking on Hosin. I don't know how to say that. So he's going to come in with a 6 golem go we attack. And he's going to come in from the whole bottom. He has 2 jump spells that he places to let everything into the core. This base did have some weird breaks in the outside of it, which is going to allow him to save a few wall breakers from having to use to get into the base. I'm not sure that first freeze spell might have been a little bit early, because I think the Infernos were only targeting the golems at that time. And again, I think that it was still only targeting the golems, so I'm not sure if saving those free spells might have done any different. But he goes ahead and is just moving through the base, gets the first Inferno out of the way, takes care of the Lava Hound in the clan castle, and all of his troops are moving into the base. That single target Inferno is doing a lot of work on his golems, though, melting them pretty quickly, one by one. And then I think it locks onto the king here. Oh no, it doesn't. But it does do quite a bit of damage to his golem, so, and his troops are going to continue to move through the base pretty quickly. All the fences are pretty much going down right now. It's going down pretty quickly, and then his troops are just going to break through some of the walls on the back side of the base, and his queen's going to be tanked for by those golems, but she is going to start taking some damage, so he's going to need to use his Royal Cloak ability. Then his queen starts taking out some more defenses, and then his king's going to go down over here. And if we speed it up right here, you can see that the queen runs over and almost has enough juice to take out these defenses. I think if she was 1 higher level, she might have been able, or I mean, if she was like a level 40 queen with the next level ability, she might have been able to have enough juice to take out that cannon as well. But really close raid by Madmar Dizzle, so good job, dude. So the next raid we're going to be looking at is Titan, taking on their number 9. So this is a pretty common base, I think, and Titan does a really good job taking out with a stoned Goho attack. So he starts out by placing his golems and the wizards behind to make the funnel. And I'm just going to speed it up for this part a little bit. And once he gets into the base, then he drops his wall breakers. So that's a key part of the strategy, because then you don't have the Tesla spring up and start damaging your golems until all the outside structures are taken out. And then he's going to come in with his king and his golems, and they're going to run over and take out the queen. Then the Lava Hound's going to go down to the wizards and the queen. And he already has some giant bombs destroyed, a bunch of Teslas and defenses, and then he's going to go ahead and, once all these clan castle pups are taken out, start deploying his hogs from this side of the base, on both sides. Then they're going to come in, the expos are being tanked for in the center by the golem and the queen. Then he's going to heal spell on each side of the hogs, and he's avoiding the giant bombs that are over here. This is very key to the strategy because his kill squad takes out the other defenses in the bottom region. So it triggers 2 bombs and nullifies 2 bombs for the hogs if he comes in from those angles. So yeah, that's really good planning and strategy and execution on the part of Titan, and he just wrecks the space. Bunch of hogs left at the end. He still has this queen for cleanup and a few wizards around the outside. Let's go ahead and speed this up. And yeah, very, very nice 3-star by Titan. So next raid we're going to be looking at, I think, Westman taking on their number 10. I just wanted to show this attack because it's a Penta Laloon, which is pretty rare nowadays, but Westman does a really good job executing it on this base. So he has the very, very wide spread on his loons so that he's able to take out a lot of defenses at once while his hounds are tanking for the defenses. And he uses 3 rage spells all around the base to accelerate all of his balloons into the base, and he uses the 4th into the core to get his troops through the core. And then he has a haste spell as well, so that's going to allow him to accelerate the rest of his balloons at the bottom here into the air defense over here. And then he has a lot of pups around the backside, and he deploys his heroes at the top here with only a few remaining defenses around the right side of the base. And his balloons are going to go ahead and take down some more defenses while his heroes do some work at the top of the space. So yeah, that was really smart of an idea to place his heroes before his balloons had finished taking all the defenses out that they could, because now his heroes were tanking for the balloons as they finished up the rest of the defenses. So that was a pretty clean attack. One thing to note when using the Penta Laloon attack is if you don't get a pup to lock onto the queen or a balloon to splash damage her, she can screw up your raid, so it can be kind of risky, but Westman does a really good job of making sure that the queen goes down, and he uses a rage on one of the pups, and that helps him take down the queen as well. So yeah, really good attack by Westman on their number 10. So next we're going to be looking at GM taking on their number 11. So this was a pretty interesting strategy. He comes in with the go wee wee with the back end loons on this base because there's 4 air defense in the core. He's able to take out all 4 of the air defenses and the queen, and then he's able to use the back end loons very effectively in this raid. So starts off with 2 golems and his witches, and then he deploys his wizards and queen to take down that lava hound before he even gets into the base, so it's not too much of a problem. And then he's going to not use any poison to take out the pups, just let his heroes or his queen and the wizards take them out, and then he's gonna jump spell all of his troops into the core. And he has some Valkyries as well, and they're gonna help to run into the base and destroy some more defenses, because they're really good at taking out a core if you have tankage for them, since they do that splash damage on the defenses. And then he gets his king into the center, and he uses the heal spell on the troops in the core, so that's going to keep them alive. And he still has his king's ability, but he saves that and uses the rage at first. And then all of the air defenses go down, and he starts deploying his balloons while all of his troops in the center are up. So, pretty good deployment on his loons. He uses a haste spell on the back because he didn't need the poison for the lava hound. And then that's going to help accelerate his balloons into the rest of the fences. And once everything's down, he still has his queen up and quite a few loons and some witches and wizards all around the outside. So pretty easy cleanup here. Very good execution on the part of GM on this raid. So great raid to GM. Keep it up. Next, we're going to be looking at, where was it? Clay taking on their number 15. So first he goes out with the lore on the clan castle, and then he's going to go bring them out to the corner, but he also gets the giant bomb on the lore, which is very good planning to get the giant bomb out of the way and the clan castle lore. So goes ahead and kills the dragon. Not the most clean dragon kill, I will admit, because the dragon doesn't always target the barbs because he doesn't get them down quite fast enough. So a few of his wizards go down, but that's okay because he's going to have enough to take out the dragon. Then he's going to go ahead and place his hogs on the same side of his wizards so that these wizards will stay alive. He's going to do a kind of Asian wall, kind of two-finger drop, and then he's going to put heal spells on them to keep them alive. On that side, on the top side, and he's also going to do one on the bottom side because he knows that there's going to be a giant bomb right here that he's pre-healed, and he had a big group of hogs up here, so he wanted to keep them alive. Then he deploys his hogs in the clan castle on the back side and places a heal spell down for them because he knows that they'll trigger the giant bomb and it's not even going to damage the rest of his main group of hogs. So then he's going to have all of his hogs in heal, and once they get out of that, they're all at full health and there's not much left to take them out. So they're going to finish up tilling all the fences and then turn on the king and take him out after they finish on this gold storage. Or not. They're just going to ignore the king. But I'm just going to speed it up here. And it's just cleanup time now. The king's not going to really be able to destroy that many hogs. And yeah. So pretty much flawless raid on part of Clay. He had tons of hogs left up to the end, except for the clan castle lore, but great job to Clay. So good job to everyone at Country Nation. We all did a really fantastic job this war, doing massive damage to all of their bases. So I'll be back with the next war recap, hopefully in about 2 days. LJKRT out.